thing on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, so like I don't like to spend money, right? There's a difference for me. Like many people will call me cheap. In fact, I've called myself cheap, but I was really inaccurate in how I describe my spending habits or how my relationship with money. So like, it's not that I hate spending money, but at the end of the day, most people spend a significant amount of time and effort to get money.
Yeah.
So why would I want to just blow what was hard to get? It doesn't make sense. Yeah. So, and I think the real way to describe my relationship with money is, if I'm going to buy something or spend my money on something, the value had better be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my money on frivolous items. I don't play that game, and I don't care how wealthy I am. I'm not going to change that because that's a deep enrooted value.
And being with you, I have learned that because I was a wasteful person.
True.
You know, it's like, oh, I see it, I like it, I buy it. But you have taught me the value of money, and I look at things and I'm like, is it worth it?
Right.
Do I want it or do I need it? You know, and I'm like, okay, dismiss. Like I don't even need that. I just want it, but I don't really need it. I have enough.
Right.
So, and these are great teaching moments that we have with Gavin, because he sees things, you know, at 15 now that he just turned 15, but even at an early age, he knew the value of money. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, he'll look at a t-shirt and I won't say anything, you know, we'll go to the mall, he's looking at a t-shirt and it's like, he's looking at it like, is it worth $20? Is it worth $30? And then he'll explain to me, because he'll pick it up and he'll be like, okay, I think I want this. And I'm like, do you see the price? Are you okay with spending, you know, the price that it is? And if I know it's a good price and he explains it to me, then oh, okay, then yeah. But if he picks up a shirt and it's like $50, I don't have to say nothing. He'll look at me like, it's up to you, because you're gonna pay $50 if you want that. But he knows.
And it's always different when they spend their money versus you spend. When they're asking you to spend your money, hey, as a kid, they're asking their parent,
absolutely,
can you buy this for me? Versus, oh wait, I gotta. Remember when you went to Chipotle that one day and they were like, wait, I gotta pay?
Yeah, no. So I took him and I took my nephew. You pause it. So basically, I took him and I took my nephew. And I was on my way to drop off my nephew, and I'm like, oh, are you guys hungry? And they're like, oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm like, all right, I can take you to Chick-fil-A or Chipotle, whatever. So I'm literally driving there, and I'm like, all right, so how much do you have? How much do you have? And he's like, and they're both looking at me crazy, like
why are you asking?
Why are you asking? I thought you were gonna. No. You guys are hungry.
And y'all got money.
You guys have money. Because you guys just earned some money and they had it and they didn't want to spend it. But it's okay for me to spend my money on you guys? Like, no. Like, you guys are going to learn.
You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today what it is to spend a Chick-fil-A meal right now, a number one, it's like probably $10.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's every time, like
$10.
I take him, he's like,
wow.
He's looking, I'm like, I remember when it was like $6. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I remember when it was like $5 and change.
No, every time.
And back then, because clearly I don't go to Chick-fil-A on a regular basis, but when it was like $5 and change, that was when you could go to McDonald's and you could get like a number one, which is like a Big Mac, large fries, and like a medium drink or whatever for like $2.99. And to me, $5 for Chick-fil-A number one. To me, Chick-fil-A was expensive. Yeah. Because it was more than McDonald's. It was like the higher end level of
because McDonald's had the dollar menu.
Right.
Everyone was
ain't never had no dollar menu on Chick-fil-A that I remember.
For what?
Yeah.
You know, so Chick-fil-A at that, you know, when it was $5, it was like, oh man.
Yeah, it was like Chick-fil-A, oh, you got money.
You got money.
But anyway, they want to spend your money.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, no, you guys have money, spend your own money. But it is different when they have to spend their own money versus the parents, you know, spend it for me. And I'm like, no, this is where you teach your kids the value of money.
Yeah.
So you want something, you have to understand, like, okay, do I want to waste my money on this or something else that is
Why do you say it that way?
worth my money?
Why do you say it that way?
What do you mean?
You said, do I want to waste my money on this, or do I want to...
Not waste my money. I would say spend my money.
See, because there's a lot of power in your words.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that just the way you say things definitely a lot of people don't realize that their belief system drives their actions.
Yeah.
And when you say things subconsciously, it reveals your deeper underlying thoughts and beliefs, right? So I just want to point that out. A lot of people harm themselves financially and in life just because they have poor belief systems. A lot of people growing up thinking money is bad, or just silly things.
Yeah.
That these belief systems keep them from getting money. Anyway, I just wanted to say that.
That's true. It's the way you say things. People will take it differently as well.
Yeah. So. I also learned years ago, look at where people put their money. Look at where people spend their money. That will tell you what they value. I don't read the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't go to church. Although I've been to church for many, many years when I was a kid, but I don't go now. But I remember a lot of different things, just from different readings here and there. And there's a lot of good word in the Bible. And one of them, beyond, the borrower is slave to the lender. Think about that deeply. The borrower is a slave to the lender. You got a car payment, you got credit cards, you got a mortgage payment and whatnot, like all these different debts, furniture payments, cell phone payments. You got to go to work to keep this stuff. Yeah. You are a slave to your debt. And so it means that you are a slave to the lender if you're the borrower. Yeah. Right? And so that's like a biblical scripture. I'm not trying to go to church on y'all, but I'm just saying, like, there's validity. There's a lot of validity to the book. That's true. Right? Another one is, which is the reason why I even brought this up, was I don't know how the phrase goes, but bottom line is look at where you or anyone else spends their money. Yeah. That is what they value. Yeah. Either consciously or subconsciously. If you blowing all your money on, that's what you value. If you blowing all your money on sneakers, that's what you value. That's true. Especially, and I like sneakers. I love sneakers. Hey, I would love to have a whole storage facility just to house dope sneakers. Yeah. Right? But if you spend all your money on cars, that was me. I'm calling out these things because I've done these things. Yeah. I would bury myself in credit card debt to
when
cover.
You first met me.
Yeah.
I had so many credit cards. It's ridiculous. Like, I had statements coming in my mom's house. Like, and I'm like, here's Macy's, here's Rich. When we had Rich. Yeah, Riches.
Before they went out, they got bought out or something.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret. I don't know. I had so many, and it's like, but why? Like, but it's easy just to swipe versus
Target
paying cash,
But so here's the other thing. And then you look at where people spend their money, right? I'm not saying don't buy these things, because I'm gonna get some fly sneakers. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get nice sneakers. I'm gonna buy what I want, but not at the sacrifice of other things that are more important, right? Like, I'm not gonna have $10,000 worth of sneakers, but yet I don't have money set aside for my kids' college fund. Yeah. I'm not gonna drive some, $100,000 car, and I don't have $100,000 in my investment accounts. Right? Because a car, it's a tool. Yeah. And, you could get a basic tool to get the job done, because they're all doing the same thing. I could drive a cheap Toyota Corolla and get where I need to go just as well as a $100,000, S63 Mercedes Benz. They're both doing the same things. Yeah. One is more pleasurable to drive than the other, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. So, like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take all of the money that I earn to prioritize making everyone else rich first, because that's basically what you're doing if you do that. And I realized that after doing it first.
Yeah.
I made everyone else rich, and I realized, hey, I'm broke as hell. This ain't working for me. I got mad credit cards. I got mad car payments.
Yeah.
And when I say I had mad car payments, there was a time where I had 2 car payments because I wanted 2 different
multiple cars.
Yeah, I had multiple cars because I was that much of a car enthusiast. Couldn't afford both of them to pay cash for both of them, but I sure had the credit. Credit was A1, never been late on anything, so it allowed me to get what I wanted. And I made myself a super slave to these cars. 2 freaking car payments. And then the social effect of that when I got rid of them was, wow, yo, you fell off. Yo, what happened? What happened to the cars? Yo, you still got this, because I used to go through cars so frequently. And then when I sold them,
it was funny because every time my mom would be like, he changes cars like he changes his underwears.
Oh yeah.
Because every time she saw you, it was like something else. And
yo,
like,
you don't know what?
She'll hear the exhaust from outside. She's like, oh, he's outside. What car is it today?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Or you don't even know. Oh wait. Oh, that's him. Oh, because you don't know what I got something new and I didn't tell you. You know?
Yeah. No, literally, I didn't know that you. I mean, when I saw the S2000, the yellow one, when you came, I didn't. You literally just.
Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you.
No, I'm like, whose car is that?
Oh yeah, I just got that like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest decision ever.
Oh man. But I mean, you live and you learn. Some people do live and learn. Yeah. But I know, I have learned a lot from you.
Appreciate that. Because, and I think, and to your credit, I give you mad props, because so many times people are in relationships and they're unwilling to listen to the other. Yeah. And grow. And then people stay stuck in their ways. And then, like, ultimately, usually there's this degree of unhappiness because the two sides are ultimately having completely different value systems, and one doesn't understand the other. One or both of them are unhappy, and then ultimately you either live in this circumstance where you're in an unhappy marriage for many years, or they end in divorce. True. Neither one is a winning situation. No. And it's like, who do we listen to on YouTube? Dave Ramsey. Oh yeah. I mean, he gets calls left and right all the time. Well, my partner is not on board with me, and that makes the relationship very hard. Oh yeah. When the two couples, one sees something different and the other one is like, oh no, it's my way or no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not gonna work. And it makes it real hard for each of them to achieve what's important to them. Like, imagine you're trying to get this car down the street, right? Yeah. The car is off and it's in neutral, right? Now, you could push it together and move this thing, right? True. But if one of them is pushing and the other one's sitting in the driver's seat with their foot on the brake, it makes it more difficult. Right. It makes it impossible. Like, yeah. Like, can you get out, please, and come and help me? Yeah. That's true. But if you can come together and just understand where each party is coming from. Everybody can really get what they want. Yeah. It may not happen overnight, but if the relationship matters enough, you figure it out.